Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and today we have a special bedtime yoga with a pranayama or breathwork practice. So we're going to incorporate a 3-part breath to help us calm the nervous system, reduce stress and anxiety, clear the mind, clear the cobwebs, help us feel a little bit more refreshed, and enhance physical and emotional balance. So I invite you today to bring along a blanket. I've got my blanket underneath my sits bones today so that I can start seated up nice and tall and feel supported. I'm also going to invite you to bring a couple of pillows so that you can access these poses with more ease and comfort. And also so at the end you can get super cozy and allow yourself to truly relax. So when you're ready, I invite you to take a seat in a Sukhasana or cross-legged position. If this is not accessible to you, you can even sit in a chair. You can sit with your legs out long in front of you. You can sit in bound angle with the feet together and the knees open nice and wide. Just get nice and comfortable, ground down through the sits bones. Allow yourself to start to relax and let go of your day. So softening through those shoulders, relaxing the throat and the jaw, softening through the forehead, and start to tap in and allow yourself to arrive, letting your day go, letting any to-do list go to the side for now. This is your time. We want to promote a better sleep tonight. We want to have a deeper sleep tonight. We want to allow the body to really rest and to find healing and calm. So once you've got yourself situated, let those shoulders relax down. Maybe find a nice tall spine. See if you can lengthen up through the crown. Let your thighs relax down and away. Maybe like me, you decided to fold up your blanket and put it underneath your sits bones. And relax our face. Let ourselves arrive. So this 3-part breath helps us to fill the lungs more. It invites us to have that really deep inhale and fill the lungs, like I said, but it also invites us to really exhale all the air out of our lungs so that the nervous system is signaled that it's safe and that we can truly relax and the body can come to a place of calm. So the 3-part breath means that we are engaging the diaphragm, the belly, into our breathing, and we're starting there. So on our inhales, we're going to let that belly relax out, balloon out as much as we can, nice and soft. That's the first part of the breath. So see if you can just try that for a moment. Just inhale and expand the belly. And on your exhale, see if you can drive the navel towards the spine, nice and soft, and really exhale all the air out. Just one more time. And then exhale, drive the belly button back towards the spine. Now we'll add on the second part. So first we inhale with the belly, not using our chest at all, and we let the belly expand. And then on the second part, we're focusing on the rib cage, so we're allowing that rib cage to expand outwards. So the ribs rise up and out. And then on the exhale, we're going to let those ribs contract first and then drive the belly button towards the spine, exhaling all the air out so the belly button comes back and up. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, belly expands. Rib cage opens. And then we exhale, rib cage closes. And belly contracts inwards. Nice. Now we'll add on the third part. So we'll start with the belly. We're letting the belly expand on our inhale. And we're letting the rib cage open. And now we're going to fill the top of the lungs. So we're letting the top of the lungs have that last bit of air. Really lifting. And then we're going to exhale all of that air out of the top of the lungs. Then we'll let the rib cage collapse inwards. And then the belly button will go towards the spine. So there's our 3 parts. It might feel a little funny at first. Just allow yourself to experiment, to close your eyes and feel into these 3 aspects: belly, chest, upper lungs. And just see what you can do. Really trying to elongate those exhales especially. So close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or soften your gaze to the floor in front of you. And when you're ready, let's take our first part of our breath. Inhale, belly expands. Rib cage rises. And then the top of the lungs fill. And now we let it all out. First the top of the lungs. Then the rib cage contracts. Then the belly button contracts. Nicely done. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. A few more times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. 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 2 more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Now just a big cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Long exhale. Maybe you purse your lips. Let those shoulders relax down. Let the face soften. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the right ear to the right shoulder, letting that left shoulder relax down and away from the ear. Keeping our sternum lifted, both shoulders relaxed. If you would like to, you can extend left fingertips to the floor beside you. Maybe they walk behind you a little bit and you roll back with that left shoulder. And if you want to add on even further, right hand can drape itself atop your head. You can just add a little light pressure here, just the weight of your hand. No pulling, no torquing. Keep that breath nice and long, letting go of your day. Letting that stress slide off that left shoulder. Let it relax. One more breath. Then we'll bring the head back through center. Release the hands back to the lap. Roll your shoulders if you need to. And when you're ready, left ear to left shoulder. Letting that right shoulder relax down, releasing the tension from the day. Maybe we stay here, maybe right fingertips reach to the mat beside us, maybe they crawl behind us a little bit. Perhaps left hand comes to the top of the head and we add a little bit of weight. Remember, these are just suggestions, just letting that right shoulder relax down. Imagining all the stress of your day sliding down that arm, releasing from the body. You don't have to carry it on your shoulders anymore. Let's take one more breath here. Nicely done. Let it come back through center. Lift the head up nice and tall. Once again, you can roll those shoulders if you'd like a couple of times. And then we'll send both fingertips to the ground out beside us, extending through those elbows. We'll plant our left palm. Right fingertips rise. And on an exhale, we just lean to the left. Try to keep both sits bones on the earth. Press down with that right thigh. Feel that nice stretch in the right rib cage. Pull back with that right shoulder. Let the head relax, the face soften. When you're ready, bring it back up through center. Plant that right palm on the earth. Sit up nice and tall. We'll inhale, left fingertips rise. And on an exhale, we lean to the right, keeping that left sits bones down, that left knee pressing down towards the earth. Feeling that nice stretch in the left side body, relaxing the head and the neck. When we're ready, we bring it back up through center. Let those left fingertips float down. Now I invite you to come to your cross-legged position, bringing the right heel in towards the groin first, and then bringing that left foot in front of the right foot. So there's a little bit of space between the feet. We're seeing if we can relax those knees down as much as possible. We're bringing our fingertips to the floor in front of us. Now, if you're really tight and you're way back here, just see if you can sit up nice and tall and relax the thighs down. You could even bring your pillow into the practice, giving yourself something to lean on. And when you're ready, we're just going to bow forward. You can bring your elbows to the earth. You can plant your palms. You can fold your forehead towards your toes or your pillow. Breathe nice and deep. Continue to let go of your day. Feel the sensation in your body. Those tight places will benefit from a nice deep breath. Nicely done. Come back up when you're ready. Find your way to your seat, and we're going to switch out the legs. So we'll bring the left heel in and see if we can bring that right heel in front of the left foot. So a little bit of space between the feet. Nice tall spine. Notice what's different here. If any of your knees are feeling tricksy, flex the toes. Fingertips to your pillow in front of you or the floor in front of you, seeing if you can find a nice tall spine. Let's take a deep breath in together. And on the exhale, we're just coming forward as much as our body allows. So maybe it's a micro bend. Maybe you're someone who's coming way down towards the floor. Full Monty here. Maybe you need to sway side to side. What's happening in those hips, in those glutes, in the knees, in the ankles, in the lower back. Last breath here. Nicely done. When you're ready, rise on up. Find your way back to your tall seat. Let's keep that left heel in towards the groin. We're going to swing the right heel out and around towards the right sits bone. So we're finding our deer pose here. Now you're going to bring in your pillows. I brought 2 along with me. If you have just 1, that's totally okay. You're going to bring those pillows right up against your left hip. So you want to snuggle those pillows in as much as you can. Then we're taking both hands, we're turning to the left, and we're framing those pillows with both hands. So our chest is directly towards those pillows. Shuffle the sits bones around if you need to. Let that right leg relax if you'd like. And then we're going to bow it forward, letting ourselves drape down onto those pillows, perhaps coming to your elbows. Turn your head to one side, probably to the right, and let yourself soften down and relax into those pillows. If you discover that you don't have enough pillows to fully relax, pause the video and go get more. The more the merrier. You can have as many as you like here. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Feel that nice stretch in the right hip. Giving that left glute a little bit of a stretch. And just let the breath return to normal. This is one of my favorite poses. It's really hard for me not to want to stay here for 20 minutes. I don't know how it feels for you, but I hope it's super relaxing and that you can indulge and let your eyes close and your forehead soften. Let's just take a couple more breaths on this side and enjoy. Nicely done. In your own time, lift the head, rise up onto the palms, come back to your seat, and we're going to switch sides. So we'll swing old right leg around, come back to our sits bones, rearrange our seat if we need to. Bring the right heel in towards the groin, float that left heel towards the left sits bone. Grab our pillow or pillows, bring them over to the right side of our body, snug them up against our right hip. Then we'll take both hands to the right, place them on either side of those pillows, facing our chest towards the right, and then we'll let ourselves gently surrender down. That's the word I'm looking for. Turn our gaze to the left. And let ourselves really soften into those pillows. Maybe you notice that one side is easier than the other or has more space. Let that left leg relax. Let the breath just move nice and smooth and soft. Starting to invite rest and relaxation and calm. All that matters right now is you, your body, and your breath. Two more breaths here. Now when you're ready, we're going to rise on up, come up to our palms, unravel our legs, and we're going to come forward onto all fours, finding our tabletop position. So move those pillows out of the way for the moment. Make sure they're still accessible to you. If you would like at this point, you can spread your blanket out a little bit, give your knees a little bit more cushioning. That's what I'm going to do because it'll feel good and comforting setting myself up for a really nice little practice here. We'll eventually bring our wrists under our shoulders, our knees underneath our hip points, spread our fingertips nice and wide. And then we'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, round through the tailbone, curl through the spine. Let the head dangle down. Try to keep those elbows nice and straight. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round it through, push the earth away. Last one, inhale, belly drops. And exhale, we round it through, taking this nice and slow, not rushing anything. Maybe rocking the head side to side. Eventually, we'll bring ourselves back to a neutral position. I'm going to bring one pillow into my practice for the moment. I'm going to bring it right underneath me, in between my palms. And I'm going to lean into my left hand. Right fingertips are going to reach up towards the sky. And on an exhale, I'm going to thread that right arm underneath the left. Bring the right shoulder all the way down to my pillow, adjusting it if I need to, letting my head and my shoulder relax into that pillow. Widen your knees if you need to. You can keep that left palm pressing into the earth with the elbow lifted, or you can reach those left fingertips out past the crown and find a little bit more ease here. See if you can really relax into that pillow. Soften through the hips, soften through the belly. Last breath here. And then we'll gently rise up, bringing that left hand back to the floor, lifting ourselves back up to our tabletop position, maybe rearranging our pillow if we noticed it wasn't quite how we wanted it on that side. Then we'll lean into the right hand, left fingertips reach, open your chest. And then we'll thread that needle. Left arm underneath the right. Left shoulder comes down to the mat, or to your pillow, I should say. And we let that shoulder relax into the pillow, the head relax into the pillow. Find what you want to do with that right hand. It can stay planted in front of your face, or it can extend out past your crown. Finding maybe a little bit more ease there. I'm keeping my hand planted on this side so that I can feel more of a twist. And I'm rocking my hips around to play with that a little bit. Remember, this is your practice, so find what you need here. Let yourself soften. Last breath here. Nicely done. Bring that right hand back to the floor. Push yourself back up to a tabletop position. And I'm going to bring my other pillow into the practice now because I want extra cushioning. So you might want to do the same thing. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. Open our knees nice and wide, so wider than your pillows. Send your tailbone back towards your heels. Pull those pillows close in towards the body, snugging them up in between the thighs, and then allowing ourselves to gently soften down, finding our extended child's pose. Turn your head to one side, any side, it doesn't matter. Just see if you can fully relax into the pillows. Let your face soften once again. Feel that gentle stretch in the lower back. Let the face relax. So maybe you start drooling into your pillow. That's all good. In fact, it's encouraged. I hope you're relaxing. Feel free to sigh it out. To let the shoulders relax. A couple more breaths here on your own. Nicely done, my friend. Take your time rising back up to your tabletop position. Just move nice and slowly here. We're going to take our pillows and we're going to turn them so that they are perpendicular to the top edge, or parallel, to the top edge of our mat. Nice and stacked. We'll find our tabletop position over those pillows. We're going to want to make sure that they come right underneath our hips, and we're going to come down to our bellies. So we're going to lower down, making sure that both of those pillows, one or more of those pillows, I should say, is right underneath your hips. So your pubic bone is grounding down. You can even feel that pillow on your belly, perhaps coming up towards your rib cage. And you might stay on your elbows if that's the most comfortable, letting your legs relax, coming onto the tops of your feet. If there's permission in your body and space in your body, you can send the elbows wide and let your head relax on the back of your palms. Once again, turn your head in one direction, any direction. Unless you want to be on your forehead, that's totally up to you. When you arrive here, see if you can really relax the lower back and the hips. Just allowing for a little bit of traction here. Letting that slight elevation open up the lower back. You could take a couple of deep breaths here. You could practice our pranayama, our 3-part breath here. And on the exhales, notice how the lower back opens up a bit more, that spine. There's pressure relieved in the spine. Let's just take one more breath here. I'm super comfortable. It's hard to get back up. But let's finish off our practice. We'll bring our palms under our shoulders, push ourselves up to our tabletop position, and we're going to come all the way to our backs now. I invite you to remove the blanket because you can use it to cover yourself in a moment here. So just take your blanket off to the side, your pillows off to the side, readjust yourself, centering yourself on your mat, letting yourself come all the way down. Ooh, feel that lower back press into the earth. Take your time getting here. Make sure your pillows are on the right side of your body, maybe nice and close to you, that you've got space to work here. We're going to send the right leg out long, hug the left knee into the chest. Rotate that left ankle for a breath. And then we're going to grab that left knee with our right hand. Drag that left knee to the right side of the mat, letting it relax into those pillows. Adjust your hips however you need to, rolling onto that right hip. letting the left hand relax down to the earth, palm face up, shoulder relax down towards the floor, chest open towards the ceiling, head nice and soft, heavy into the earth. Relax those shoulders, let the body be heavy. Unclench your jaw. Then when we're ready, we'll come out of this pose. So we'll hug that left knee back into the chest, readjust our sits bones or our lower back, on the mat. Let that left foot come to the earth as we transition to the other side. So we'll bring our pillows to the left side of our body. Arrange them nice and close to that left hip. Send the left leg out long. Hug the right knee into the chest. Rotate that right ankle for a breath. And then when we're ready, we'll grab that right knee with our left hand, drag the right knee to the left side of the mat, readjust our hips as we need to, excuse me. Right arm relaxes to the floor beside us, right shoulder softens down. We let that right knee soften into those pillows and we just let ourselves relax. Last breath here. Take your time unraveling back through center. We're really coming close to the end of our practice here, and we're going to set ourselves up for greatness. So once you've centered yourself on your mat, you'll bring your pillow or your pillows underneath your knees. Let your legs extend out, finding a nice comfortable position here. A little bit of elevation in the knees from those pillows. And then perhaps, unless it's too warm where you are, you're going to bring your blanket into the picture, letting it come especially over your hips. You could fold it so that it's a little bit heavier. You can tuck it in around you. See if you can roll your shoulders away from your ears. Rotate your palms face up. Elongate through the back of the neck, maybe tucking the chin in just a little bit. And then letting yourself soften and get heavy into the earth, finding your Shavasana. Let the breath return to normal. Let the face relax. Let the hips grow heavy. Allow your body to absorb the nutrients of your practice. And maybe a yawn happens like it did with me here. And I invite you to stay here for as long as time allows. Maybe you have a little nap. Maybe you just allow yourself to be here for a few moments before heading off to bed and getting cozy. No matter what, I hope you have an amazing sleep tonight, that you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on your day, and that you allow for ease, relaxation, and healing to take place in your sleep time tonight. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope it serves you well. When you remember, don't forget to hit that like button and follow my channel for more yoga-related content. And if you want more practice with pranayama and you live on Vancouver Island, check out my website. I'm hosting 2 workshops this fall that you could attend, and we could have a lovely time together learning more about how breath can help us regulate nervous system, help with digestion, and help with overall health. Sending you much love, my friend. Have a wonderful evening.